What's up guys, this is Micha from michareacts, come to you with another reaction video. Today we are going to listen to a very familiar musician who's been in a very well-known Finnish band prior, Ville Valo. So the vocalist from oh my god, why am I blacking out him? I'm always blacking out him. The band called him. So he is nowadays actually producing music as a solo, I think kind of a solo artist maybe. I don't know how official, you know, when I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it because I'm not sure. But still, so he has his own project, Hardogram VV, Ville Valo. And this is a new song called, I think it's new, it's called Noir. Noir, I think it's pronounced that way. I've actually never been the biggest fan of him. It just never really clicked. Of course, him has a lot of good songs, you know, we know the most known bangers from the band, but still it just wasn't ever a band that I used to listen to, but I still know the band and know a lot of good songs from them. Haven't been actually following up on his kind of solo project more than reacting to one of his previous songs one time on my channel, so this will be the second time. Let me present to you Vivi with the song Noir. Let's go.
My sick rose in bloom for you. Love eternal, walking to the ends of the earth and beyond. I must follow you. Come love, come love me till it hurts. Dance the neon.
I think it's more of his kind of lower vocals, which falls just a bit on the dull side for me. But I have mixed feelings because I definitely kind of know the vibe which he's always gone for with those low vocals. And the technique itself or choice of singing style isn't necessarily a bad one. I don't know, it just... I think it kind of depends on what he's singing, the song itself, if it brings out the lower vocals or if it kind of buries them. And I think in this case, slightly buries them because the instrumental part of the song is, you know, very catchy, a lot to listen to. So kind of the song gets a bit lost there. The chorus is stronger, definitely stronger and very, you know, Ville Valo like, so you know, can definitely recognize his style there. But let's listen more to the song. Very catchy.
Here lies a heart that feels touched by fire, howling at the moon for you. Caught in dust, heartstrings out of tune. From the abyss I pirouette my way back to you. Come
okay, just before we go into the last chorus, I definitely liked this little calmer part a lot more. It was so far the best part of the song. It kind of reminded me of those slower stuff he used to do, which are the ones I like. I just prefer, I don't know, there's something which I think just really works in those songs. So I like this little slower part. And one thought that just came to my mind, that he's definitely, at least in my opinion, just in this newfound kind of solo artist thing, is keeping himself more to a kind of popish sound, just a little at least. Maybe not. I don't know. But let's listen to the last part of the song. Beautiful guitar. I like that.
Come love me, come love, come love me, come love me till it hurts. Dance to me on the rocky. Come love me, my son's all new fiber. Flash dance me, cowboy can dream. Come love me till it hurts.
So that was Ville Valo, the lead singer from him, with the song Neon Noir. I'm quite pleasantly surprised because, as said, it's just not a band I've listened to. Okay, so this is not the band itself, but you know, when talking about Ville Valo and him and his sound and overall. But I think this one was very catchy for sure. I can definitely see when you listen to this a couple of times, it's gonna get stuck to your head. It's a very catchy tune, beautiful guitars. I think the instrumental part was very beautiful. As said, I'm kind of sensing him just going just a little towards pop in his kind of solo stuff. Just a little leaning on the popish, rock popish side of music genre. Definitely like more of those little higher vocals, but his lower vocals were really beautiful in that calm, softer part of the song. That's where I reminded myself that yeah, this is the sound from the songs that I like. And his falsetto is a very good add. At the end of the song, when I really analyzed the vocals on the chorus, I could have used a higher harmony. I think there was one, but very, very, very quiet. It could have been brought up towards the end and it would have made it a harmony heaven. You know, I love harmonies when done the correct way. It could have been a perfect fit. Just a little add at the end. You know, you kind of have to lift the song towards the end. But, you know, with the fact that it's just not what I tend to listen to, I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. And that's a good, you know, good thinking about a band that is not, or band, a, you know, I'm sorry, I'm referring to it as a band or as kind of him, even if it's not him, it's just Ville Valo. But it's a good number with the fact that it's not on my daily playlist. And what kind of makes me happy is seeing him doing this different style. If I'd have to choose him or his solo project just based on music, I'd maybe go for him. But still, I think it's really nice to see him doing this stuff, really refreshing, really new, and really bringing his own ideas and style to life. It's very interesting to follow him and just kind of see this side of him, just adding that little, you know, maybe pop, maybe whatever you refer it to, to his style of choice. And I think that's great. You know, you gotta do what you want to do. He's been in him for such a long time. I don't think they're active anymore. I think they kind of called it quits, which is because, or is the reason to him going kind of solo. I don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But, you know, because he's been in him for such a long time, it's totally become his identity. You kind of tend to forget that people might have a lot of other nuances to them. You know, we might never know. He might be one of the biggest country music fans. You don't have to, you know, stick to a specific style or genre or song or band. You can, you know, you can listen to whatever you want at the moment. Do whatever music. You can be the biggest metalhead out there and listen to Britney Spears. There are no rules to music. You do exactly what you want. Period. So I think he's definitely found his sound, and I'm very curious to hear, you know, him fans, for example, what's your take on, you know, his kind of solo career? Do you think it falls into that category of him music that you used to listen to a lot or listen to? Is this, you know, kind of continuing on that path? Do you like it? Do you think it's very different? Not a lot of different? What's your take? I'm very, very curious. You know, it's so interesting to see how bands or musicians evolve to this, and especially bands that have been around for a long, long time and has a lot of fans, a huge fan base. It's really interesting to hear from you guys how you perceive this, you know, evolution, if you may. So that's my take on Ville Valo with the song Neon Noir. It was a good song. Honestly, it was a good song. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great night.